Welcome to Charter Local Edition. I'm Tracy Young. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, approximately 250,000 Americans are HIV positive but are not aware. And joining us to talk about the June 27th National HIV Testing Day is Assemblymember Anthony Portantino, who represents the 44th District. Good to have you with us, sir.
Thank you, Tracy.
I've been watching a lot of these studies that the CDC is putting out, and one of the things that I guess is catching my attention is that it seems like we actually have more cases. Do you think it's more cases, or do you think that we're just more aware than we were before?
Well, I think we're more aware than we were before. I know that there was a drop-off, but now it seems like we have to re-up our awareness because AIDS is changing. It's in particular affecting women of color. It's spreading through the minority communities, and that's why it's so important that we destigmatize the testing of AIDS and we make it routine that we test for HIV, and that's what National AIDS Testing Day is all about, and we're going to be hosting something right here in Pasadena.
And I was mentioning too, that's one of the things the CDC says is why don't we just put it as a common test that everybody has, and that way we're not singling out anybody. It's just a routine test.
Right, and again, that's the goal, that's the hope. I mean, people are living productive lives once they get diagnosed as HIV positive. People stop the spread of HIV once they know they're HIV positive, which also, certainly protects the public at large, but also saves us precious healthcare dollars. So there's no argument that routine testing is the way to go.
Yeah. And you were mentioning something too, and I saw some of the information the CDC was putting out, and they were saying that high-risk heterosexual contact is 80% of the new cases that are being discovered. So it's really, as you were saying, it was going down, and there's kind of a new wave of HIV coming into basically what we're all living with today.
Right, and it is a preventable disease. Certainly, again, early detection, diagnosis is all important.
There's also a cost here. When somebody contracts this disease, it is very expensive to treat somebody, and how much of a difference can we make if we prevent rather than we treat?
Right. And again, prevention is the key. The good and the bad news is we do have, the drug cocktails that are allowing HIV positive people to live productive lives. It is very expensive. So again, we're all better off if we routinely test.
Right. So let's talk about National HIV Testing Day. Obviously, it's going around across the nation, but you're working very closely with your own testing day on June 27th. Please tell us about that.
Absolutely. We're working with the Pasadena Health Department. We're going to be hosting an event right here in Pasadena from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock. It's modeled on the Oakland program that the mayor of Oakland got tested publicly, and we're inviting dignitaries, we're inviting regular people, we're going to have people off the street to come, and again, there's a rapid swab test that can be instant. It's going to be confidential. The results will be confidential, but the point is to, again, destigmatize, test as many people as possible, and I'm going to be tested as well, and we're going to invite you to come down and be tested as well.
And I understand the important thing is here, you're tested that day, but what happens to the results?
Right. They will be shared with you confidentially through the Pasadena Health Department.
So nobody needs to worry about going in and having that information be placed publicly?
Absolutely.
And the cost to do this?
Well, again, Pasadena Health Department and other sponsors are picking up the cost. It's going to be free to the public.
Why is this an issue for you as a legislator?
Well, many, many years ago, I lost a cousin when no one even mentioned the word HIV or AIDS. We just watched my cousin sort of deteriorate and die, and so it's a personal issue for me.
And any treatment for him, or we really didn't know at the time what they were dealing with?
This was early on in the spread of HIV.
Right, so we really didn't know. Well,
right.
Sorry for your loss, but thank you for the effort that you're taking to test more people.
Thank you.
Remind everybody, June 27th is National HIV Testing Day. For Charter Local Edition, I'm Tracy Young. Now back to CNN Headline News.